Good evening, folks. How's everybody doing out there? Woo, a live one, yeah. Thank y'all for being here tonight. We are Haunted Like Human. We are a little duo out of Nashville, Tennessee. Hey, thank y'all. This is our first time in Gainesville. You'd think that Tennessee not being all that far away would mean we'd be in Florida more, but alas, that is not how it has really gone in the past. This is our first time spending any amount of time in y'all's fine state, and we are very, very happy to be here with you tonight. We're going to kick this off with one of the singles off of our most recent record. It's a song called Appaloosa. Yeah, she rises like a sunflower, tall and proud against the sky. Turns to face the dawn each morning in defiance of the night. She is messy in her musings, but all she touches turns to gold. And I am a light-hearted lover, but a heavy thing to hold. She is dappled Appaloosa in the sunrise. Watch the shadows cradle in her fade away. And she is everything that I could never be. And I need her like the prairie needs the rain. Yeah, I need her like the prairie needs the rain. And like a river through a canyon, all my changes come on slow. Try as I might, I'm always crawling back to devils that I know. I'm a heavy-handed sculptor, my efforts crumble to the ground. But you know she still forgives me when the morning comes around. She is dappled Appaloosa in the sunrise. Watch the shadows cradle in her fade away. She is everything that I could never be. And I need her like the prairie needs a rain. Yeah, I need her like the prairie needs the rain. And all I've seen there in the mirror is a creature of the night. But I'm finding strength and solace when I'm bathed in all her light. Oh, and she is dappled Appaloosa in the sunrise. Watch the shadows cradle in her fade away. She is everything that I could never be. And I need her like the prairie needs the rain. Yeah, I need her like the prairie needs the rain. Oh, I need her like the prairie needs the rain.
Thank you.
Thank y'all so very much. What a wonderful welcome to Gainesville, y'all. Thank you. We already live in one very sticky place. You cannot convince us to move to an even stickier place. Cody's from the north. He's like from the high desert northwest. Nashville already was like a
The
stretch.
summers in the South kill me. The humidity is so much.
You'll notice we always go on tour in like the worst part of July because I'm trying to get us anywhere other than the South for the summer. We put out a brand new record in November, but we're going to shift gears to the one before that for a little bit. We recorded the record in 2020 and didn't end up coming out for almost a year until 2021. But this is the lead single off of that one. It's more a song about mental health. It's one called Stay. Darling, you don't hold me close the way you used to do. And I wonder what you're thinking when I'm reaching out for you. You're trying to be patient, yeah, you're trying to be kind. But I know that just running from the demons in my mind. But I promise this thing in my head, it ain't got the best of me yet. Somewhere between all the wine and the chemicals that are out of whack in my mind. Somewhere between all the whiskey and the medicine that I'm drowning in to stay alive. I am often unkempt and unreasonable, but I swear to God that this is me trying. I'm begging you, stay. I'm begging you, stay. I know the weight of my sins is a heavy thing to hold, but I am not yours to carry. I can lift it on my own. We're tired here together from these long and lonely nights where your sighing sounds like screaming. I'm trying to make it out alive, but I promise this thing in my head, it ain't got the best of me yet. Somewhere between all the wine and the chemicals that are out of whack in my mind. Somewhere between all the whiskey and the medicine that I'm drowning in to stay alive. I am often unkempt and unreasonable, but I swear to God that this is me trying. I'm begging you, stay. I'm begging you, stay. Don't give up on me.
Don't give up on me.
Won't give up
I
on
won't give up on you.
Don't give up on
Don't give up on me.
Won't give up
I won't give up.
But I promise this thing in my head, it ain't got the best of me yet. Somewhere between all the wine and the chemicals that are out of whack in my mind. Somewhere between all the whiskey and the medicine that I'm drowning in to stay alive. I am often unkempt and unreasonable, but I swear to God that this is me trying. I'm begging you, stay. I'm begging you, stay. So darling, won't you hold me close the way you used to do? Thank y'all. Hey Danny, could I trouble you for a sound? Could we get a touch more guitar in the monitors, please? Just like a little bitty bump would be wonderful. There are more people here than there were during soundcheck, which is wonderful. It just means we need to make slight adjustments. Yeah, that should be good. Thank you, friend. This next one is also off that last record. This was a song that honestly I really needed at the time. I got super duper blindsided by a breakup and was not doing well with it like at all. I lingered in the denial phase of grief for like kind of a bizarrely long amount of time. It's probably incredibly uncomfortable for everyone around me. Waffling between like everything is fine. I have plans like A through Z as to how we're gonna get back together. It's gonna be grand. And it was like that, or I was a crying heap on my bathroom floor, and there was basically no in between. We've all been there, right? No, but eventually, after like too many weeks of this, I finally had to like pick myself up off of the bathroom floor and kind of look myself in the mirror and be like, it's time. Like, it's beyond time. And at some point, you have to just kind of like decide that you're gonna get yourself together. There's children here. I'm gonna use my child-friendly language to get yourself together and figure out what life after this is gonna look like. So this was a song that kind of came out of that moment for me. It's one of my favorites off of that record. It's called Afterlife.
People only ever write the nicest things on headstones. Turn all the dirty secrets in the bad blood back to dust. A lover's graveyard is nothing but a patch of pretty lies. And when it's dark, it can trick your mind. The moonlight pulls you in just like the waves up to the shoreline. 'Cause sorrow thins the veil between the madness and the truth. You're haunting hallowed places just to search for signs of life. 'Cause when it's dark, it can trick your mind. So darling, don't go digging up graves. When love is lost, the afterlife is a choice you gotta make. So put the nails in the coffin, let them rust in place. But darling, don't go digging up graves. You're drifting through the lonely and the hurt like cigarette smoke. Ungrounded and unflinching like it's all just fever dreams. You're reaching out at shadows that can bring the dead to life. 'Cause when it's dark, it can trick your mind. So darling, don't go digging up graves. When love is lost, the afterlife is a choice you gotta make. So put the nails in the coffin, let them rust in place. But darling, don't go digging up graves. Can you make it till the light? Close your eyes against the night. The waking from the sleep is slow, but the hardest part is letting go. So darling, don't go digging up graves. When love is lost, the afterlife is a choice you gotta make. So put the nails in the coffin, let them rust in place. But darling, don't go digging up graves. Thank you.
Thank y'all so very much. We really tricked you guys. We started it out really upbeat and fun, so we had to like lure you into a sense of comfort, and then things got sad. When you come to one of our shows, you are signing up, perhaps unwillingly, but you are in fact signing up to get at least a little bit sad. And our promise to y'all is that we just won't keep you there too long, which feels both reasonable.
That's the best we
And
can do.
it's not the best that we can do. Amen, brother. It is gonna get a little bit worse before it gets better, though. So this is your. No, this is a song. Typically, our songwriting is like a very kind of long and involved process because I'm a word nerd and Cody is a composer. So we can like really get in the paint about things. And this song is one of the only sets of lyrics I put down in one sitting. It was like 45 minutes top to bottom. I was incredibly gin drunk at the time when it happened. And so I didn't even like tell Cody about it for a couple of weeks at first because I didn't know if it was like actually a good song or if I just liked it because it was like my drunk idea out of my drunk brain. And it ended up being a good exercise in learning to trust my gut a little bit creatively because it's probably the prettiest song on that record and it ended up being one of the singles. So this is one called Ghost Towns.
There's nothing quite like the people left walking around ghost towns. The rings round their eyes in the way that they drift on the wind. They're still following echoes from past lives they lived. They remind me of stories I heard as a kid. So how do I set you free when the lost don't wanna be found? And how do I get you to see that there's nothing left here for you now? That there's nothing left here for you now. Stretching on tiptoes to reach for a reason to hold on. But I'm falling forward, they're falling back into themselves. Yeah, they're walking their circles of personal hell. And they sigh like the sound of the night in the elms. So how do I set you free when the lost don't wanna be found? And how do I get you to see that there's nothing left here for you now? That there's nothing left here for you now. Are you scared of dying? Are you fighting to stay awake? You know it's not your job, dear, to mourn the mistakes that we make. I just pray the Lord your soul to take. So how do I set you free when the lost don't wanna be found? And how do I get you to see that there's nothing left here for you now? That there's nothing left here for you now. That there's nothing left here for you now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For longer sets like this one, we like to throw in some covers. And I think I managed to annoy a booking person one time many moons ago because they were like, okay, well, like, what covers do you play? And so I was like, that's a weird question, but whatever, and like listed them out. And they're like, I don't know any of those songs. And I was like, okay, well, we play the songs that we want to play. I'm so sorry about that, I guess. But no, it typically falls into one of two categories: either songs that we wish that we had written and somebody else got to it first, or was probably just like better writers than us and knocked it out, or songs that I really like to sing and have therefore bullied Cody into playing on stage with me for you fine folks is essentially my own personal form of karaoke. And this one's a little column A, column B. Honey, honey, put the kids in the car now. Put the cash in the trunk, get your keys, let's go. Woo! Hit the biggest bank in Chicago, rolling ahead with the thieves you know. Remember that thing that I told you 3 years, 2 moons ago? Promise I'll be right behind you, but you're gonna die if you don't hit the road. Keep your lights down, keep your voice down low. Wear your head down, whichever way you go, and I'll meet you in Idaho. Three kids in the back of a caddy. She said, come here and kiss your wife. And I know you're real mad at me, but you're on your way to some kind of life. Daniel, John, and Abby, promise me you'll treat your mother nice. Keep your lights down, keep your voice down low. Wear your head down, whichever way you go, and I'll meet you in Idaho. Well, I know you miss me, I'm barely 50, ain't coming with me for all the debts I owe. You don't have to kiss me, just bear with me, and I'll be back someday, I hope. Well, I know you miss me, I'm barely 50, ain't coming with me for all the debts I owe. You don't have to kiss me, just bear with me, and I'll be back someday, I hope. Oh, I hope. Oh, I hope. Thank you.
Thank you.
If you are enjoying your time with us this evening, or you would just like to try to bribe us into playing more upbeat and less sad songs like that, we do conveniently have a tip jar here at the front of the stage. And if you don't carry cash, because it is the year 2026, we also conveniently have a giant QR code that goes to our Venmo. Any love in the form of gas money would be greatly appreciated. I think that there's speakers outside. Folks on the patio, our Venmo is just haunted like human. All one word. Thank you for playing. The little money pitch isn't fun. We know this. I try to keep it to like kind of once per set because gas is expensive, and we do drive a 26-year-old van. And she recently just tried really, really hard to die on us as we were trying to make it down to Orlando. That drive should have been, what was it supposed to be, like 9-ish hours?
Something like that.
Something like that. And then instead it took 2 days and we spent over 8 hours in the mechanic between outside of Chattanooga
Two separate
and then
breakdowns
again in
somehow.
Macon. Thank y'all. So please, if you want to send some rehab money for the van, that would also be greatly appreciated. Yay! Teach 'em young. Support live music. Small venues like this close all the time, all over the country, because they can't hack it. So thank y'all for being out here supporting cool spaces. On this new record that we just put out, typically I come to Cody and I've got like a verse or a chorus, a big structural piece of the song. I have an idea of like the story that we want to tell, and then we're sitting down together and figuring out like where exactly it's going, how we're gonna flesh it out. He's flexing his composer muscles, putting music under it. And this was entirely different. I came to him with three things. I had a vibe. I had about 2 lines of lyrics that I was like, I think this is a pre-chorus, but like, I don't know. I have no structural idea as to how this song is set up. And a title. And I was like, Cody, do you want to write a cowboy song with me? And he was like, yes, I'm in. I'm done. Say no more. So I came to him with that vibe and those 2 lines of lyrics and this title, Hangman's Song. They say his daddy was a man without a name, the kind who's known for skipping town on the very last train. He'll be running till he's dead and gone. That's the kind of ugly habit that you pass along. His mama swore that he was born under a bad sign. No matter where they went, the trouble's never far behind. Something's brewing, and it won't be long. You can hear it on the wind. It's the Hangman's Song.
Keep running from your dead-end past, always sleeping with one eye open. Only wickedness is built to last. Yeah, the law moves fast, so you'll have to move faster. So now he's carrying the curse of Cain, forced to cheat and steal and wander till his very last day. Moving by the night, he's outrunning the dawn and the men who draw the blurry lines of right and wrong. There's a callousness he carries to survive, the money on his head that's coming for him, dead or alive. Something's brewing and it won't be long. Now he's whistling the tune over the Hangman's Song. Keep running from your dead-end past, always sleeping with one eye open. Only wickedness is built to last. Yeah, the law moves fast, so you'll have to move faster. Oh, to be a knife in a fist fight. Oh, to know the plug from the farthest to height. Oh, hear the echo of the church bells ring, the call declaring that he'll finally swing. Something's brewing and it won't be long. Yeah, it's pouring from your mouth. It's the Hangman's Song. Keep running from your dead-end past, always sleeping with one eye open. Only wickedness is built to last. Yeah, the law moves fast, so you'll have to move faster. Keep running from your dead-end past, always sleeping with one eye open. Only wickedness is built to last. Yeah, the law moves fast, so you'll have to move faster. Yeah, you'll have to move faster. Thank you.
Thank you.
For longer sets like this, we used to go on the road with like printed out set lists for every length we might need, from like 30 minutes to 3 hours type thing. And eventually we realized that if it was anything over an hour, we were going to start changing it on the fly anyway. which really means that I was going to start changing it on the fly and kind of going into the bus. Much to his chagrin, I would start changing it on the fly. So for longer sets nowadays, we just kind of have like the master list of everything that we might play in front of us, and we just sort of like vibe it out with you guys. See what lands, see what doesn't, see what we're jonesing to play. So if you ever see us step back and have big question marks on our face, that's what's happening. We just need a second. Let us sip our drink and we'll figure it out. But yeah, staying with our brand new record, we're gonna have to throw it back here in a minute. This is a lot of our songs are very like tied up in our heartstrings and have all of these layers to them. And this one is, I guess, thankfully, as a reprieve, not quite that. This is a song about the timeless joy that it is to fall in love with a beautiful woman. So.
I fell in love with the millionaire's daughter the first time I saw her there. Sunday best, linen dress, mama's pearl earrings and laughter that hung in the air. She moved like the willows and danced like the spring, and I'd never seen something so sweet. And oh, 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 wherever she goes, the wind it will follow, the rivers will flow. And oh, 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 wherever she goes, the rain it will follow, the flowers will grow. She painted the world in a new set of colors, all lit up in firefly light. Dancing chill summer blooms, lost in the moment, her kiss just like sweet muscadine. Her love, it came gentle, a magnolia breeze, and I'd never known something so sweet. And oh, 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 wherever she goes, the wind it will follow, the rivers will flow. And oh, 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 wherever she goes, the rain it will follow, the flowers will grow. I ran away with the millionaire's daughter. Her father said we couldn't wed. Took her hand, took a stand, took to the north road, the harvest moon high overhead. It might not come easy, but life will be sweet as long as she's here next to me. And oh, 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 wherever she goes, the wind it will follow, the rivers will flow. And oh, 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 wherever she goes, the rain it will follow, the flowers will grow. And oh, 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 wherever she goes, the wind it will follow, the rivers will flow. And oh, 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 wherever she goes, the rain it will follow, the flowers will grow.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
We've realized over the years that we have sort of accidentally collected a whole bunch of state songs. Between our own discography and then songs that we like to cover, there's just kind of a lot of them. And at some point, when we have like the time and the wherewithal, we will lean into it and do it on purpose and like collect one for all 50 states. Wouldn't that be so much fun? So if you have any Florida songs, ideally with like Florida in the title or like in the somewhere notable, that would be grand because we've yet to think of one. So feel free to also drop those suggestions in the tip jar or like shoot us 50 cents on Venmo with that. That'd be great. We would love it.
Clouds move over Pontiac skies. Their silent thunder matches mine. And I know this feeling from long ago. I wondered, was it gone? But now I know. So when she calls, don't send her my way. When it hurts, you'll know it's the right thing. Michigan's in the review now. Keep your hands where I can see them. You took the words right out of my mouth when you knew that I would need them. So what am I supposed to do now without you? Without you. It's unannounced, like you'd expect it, among broke down brake lines and Motown records. And all that's left is a blind reflection. But you know what's coming and you regret it. So when she calls, don't send her my way. When it hurts most, it's the right thing. Michigan's in the review now. Keep your hands where I can see them. You took the words right out of my mouth when you knew that I would need them. So what am I supposed to do now without you? Without you. So what am I supposed to do now without you? Without you. Michigan's in the rearview now. Keep your hands where I can see them. You took the words right out of my mouth when you knew that I would need her. So what am I supposed to do now without you? Without you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Kind of, it's one of those, like, the people who are really here to vibe with us, they'd be like, oh, yeah, I also like to get sad to the milk carton kids. That's great. Because, that's not everybody's cup of tea, but at least it's ours. And unfortunately, we have the microphones in front of us. Hey, that's our kind of party. Thanks, friends. We are going to pick it up a little bit here for you, though. We have promises to keep. If you can bear with us through that, it will always, like, when it gets really slow and sad, it's gonna, like, pop out a little bit on the other side. But no, this is off of our brand new record, and this is a song about an ex that really doesn't deserve a song, quite honestly. So we live, obviously, in Nashville, and I was dating this girl who lived in Northwest Arkansas, which is like a full 8 hours away. Tennessee is deceivingly long and skinny if you've never driven the length of it. It is absurd. And of course, long distance is, like, always hard. But there was one night that she was texting me and she was having, like, an extra tough time of it. And me being this, like, super soft-hearted romantic type, thought I'd make this gesture. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get off my serving job here in, like, an hour and a half, something like that. If you, like, throw together a bag real quick and basically leave now, meet me in Memphis. It's, like, vaguely halfway. This one in particular, it's really fun when people are like, oh my God, this is nonfiction. I was like, meet me in Memphis. Technically halfway is somewhere in the strange no man's land of, like, between Little Rock and Memphis, so either city would do fine. But I was like, I've got just enough cash to, like, get us a crappy hotel room. And if you, like, pick us up a pizza, we can at least spend the night together. Like, it'll only be a little bit, and we'll be exhausted, and it's kind of a silly decision, but it'll be better than nothing. And I thought it was this, like, really sweet romantic gesture, and she was just like, no. I didn't squeal quite that loudly, but my feelings were kind of hurt about it. Because again, I'm a very, like, soft-hearted little romantic on the inside. That relationship did not last very long, to say the least. But, a couple years later, as we were writing for this new record, this idea of, like, meet me in Memphis so clearly wanted to be a song. So to you all here and to the live stream out there, thanks for absolutely nothing, Rachel, except for this. This is called Meet Me in Memphis. All the miles between here and Arkansas, they can't keep me from you. Though you're bossing all the bills at home, I try the damnedest to. Yeah, you won me with your witty jokes, the sweetness in your smiles. And now all my hopes are tangled up in telephone wires. I got gas
drive. Won't you meet me in Memphis tonight? And all this distance has your heart worn thin, but I swear it's not too late. We could mend the broken pieces if you just meet me halfway. 'Cause I got gas to get to Memphis, I've got cash to get a room. I know the miles add up, darling, but let me spend the night with you. It'll be an early morning, it's a damn long way to drive. Won't you meet me in Memphis tonight? Oh, won't you meet me in Memphis tonight? Oh, won't you meet me in Memphis tonight?
Thank you, Reds. That's the problem with dating a songwriter, is if you're mean to me, then everybody's gonna know about it. All you have to do is be nice to me. I think that bar is like uncomfortably low. It's really fun when you print out your whole list of songs, and then the cable is covering up one of them, so you forget that it exists entirely. We know the songs that we've written. We have just a couple more for y'all here in this first set, and then we'll take a little bit of a break, and we will come back for more. Don't you worry, the shenanigans will continue into the evening. We played a Halloween festival up in Indianapolis, and I tried to intro the song with like, you know what's really spooky? Your relationship with your family, right? There we go. Evidently, nobody there had a weird relationship with their family, and so that fell pretty flat.
It really didn't land.
It really didn't. Cody like gave me this look of pity. I was so, because we were like trying to make it thematic. We have like all these kind of ghosty songs, and I was like, here's a silly punchline. And everybody just gave me a super blank stare, and I was like, okay, cool. No, but as much as this song is kind of a love letter to this patch of family land that my mom and her dad both like still live on, it is much more so a song about being like who you're from over where you're from, and all of the things that come with family, and all of kind of like the good and the bad and the ugly of it all that gets distilled down and makes us who we are. So this is a special one for us. It's called Family Name.
Your mother, she taught you the stars and their shapes. She passed down the stories that gave them their names. The heroes and heathens, their victories and crimes. Still echo from heaven, they call down through time. They're on the porch that your grandfather built, singing the songs that his grandmother sang. There's a creak in the stairs and it sounds like the family name. The last of the apple trees died in the cold. A 30-strong orchard, guess that's how it goes. a honey crisp pine court, a call made in haste. A rot from the inside, a slow fall from grace. Now you're swinging in fights that your father has lost, bruising your knuckles and pride on the same. Now there's blood in your mouth and it tastes like the family name. Tangled in the ties that bind, they stretch across the great divide to hold you close. Tired prayers and lullabies, and all the sins you tried to hide, and all the hurt you never chose. Oh, forget-me-nots and columbines, the willow trees and kudzu vines. You never forge a path on your own. Oh, we reap the things our ancestors sowed. It's there in the songs that she taught you to sing. It's there in the bruises and scars just the same. It's the love and the fights, all the sorrow and pride, all the joy and the pain. It's the sun on your skin and it feels like the family name. Thank you so much, friends.
Thank you.
During our little intermission breaks here, we will conveniently be located by our merch setup here on the stage. No, but if you come say hi, stickers are very free to anyone who comes says hi and again is nice to us. That's really all I ask out of people. But if you've got any questions about the songs, about the stories behind them, we love chatting with y'all at the merch table. It's one of our favorite things about being out on the road with you. So please come on over. Ask us about it. We love talking about these songs. This is one off of our last record that honestly probably shouldn't have been on the record. It really just kind of desperately wants to be a rock song. And one sleepless night that it's right before we went into the studio for it, and I was like, well, it's 3 a.m. If you can't sleep, you might as well try to get up and be productive and write. And this was the thing that came together in these weird witching hours. And by the time the sun came up, I was like, Cody, I don't know if we can do anything with this because I think it really just wants to be a rock song, and that's clearly not what we do here. But hear me out. I think it could be cool. Let's finish it out. And through this sort of snowballing, why not decisions, it ended up being on our folksy record. So this is one of the songs that is probably the most different how we originally wrote it, how we perform it for y'all live versus how it went down on the record. And at this point, it's a dichotomy that I've really come to love. So this is one called Soothsayer. When the dust first breathe life, child, don't touch the fire. Guess the ashes have called from the start. In the chaos and calm, cut a slash across your palm. Promise blood, it poisons your heart. From the shadows of the crowd, there's a hand reaching out. It can offer the things that you seek. There's a price to be paid, but ain't that every trade? You're just looking for strength when you're weak. Oh, you know there's a flickering darkness, and it sings out like sirens to you. Yeah, it's sickly sweet and elegantly violent, but these debts that you take, they will someday come due. Hungry hands reaching up, crave for more, lust for blood. Bring the fattened calf and slaughter the sheep. Fingers wrapped round the crown like they tore
account who will die for the secrets you keep. Oh, you know there's a flickering darkness, and it sings out like sirens to you. Yeah, it's safely sweet and elegantly violent, but these debts that you take, they will someday come due. Ravens come like oracles, speaking in tongues, and it sounds like a song that has never felt lungs. The thing that you hate is the thing you become. Blessed are the words of the soothsaying sun. Oh, you know there's a flickering darkness, and it sings out like sirens to you. Yeah, it's safely sweet and elegantly violent, but these debts that you take, they will someday come due. But these debts that you take, they will someday come due.
Thank you, friends. We are going to take a little bit of a break, but don't go too far. We will be back for you.